Hello my Peregrini friends. 10 days have passed and I haven't uploaded any video. I'm so sorry. I have been working on another project and I really got distracted. So anyway, let's move on. Ari, tell me, who do you think's gonna win today? How is it gonna be? Give us your predictions now.
For this time I think Salomon will be the first. Poliana will be the second, then Reynaldo, Chao, Gustavo, Vladimir and Zacharias.
Thank you, Ari. After the races we're gonna check the results of your predictions. Thank you so much. And let's start with our event. In the first row we have Salomon Puma and Chiao Li. In the second row we'll have Zacharias Galano and Reinaldo Cabral. In the third row we have the Brazilians Poliana Vaz and Gustavo Alencar. In the last row we'll have Vladimir Kurtsov. Let's start the race now. We have Salomon in first, who is fighting to come close to Kian Falun, and if he finish this race in first, he will tie with Kian Falun with 52 points. We just need to see how is it gonna be. Now we are seeing Zacharias Galanoglu. He was fighting for the second position and it was a very successful fight. Chiao Li doesn't want him to stay there, but no, Zacharias closed the space, so Chiao Li couldn't pass him. Zacharias, who is currently in the 20th position, he's very bad position in the championship. He needs this second place. Actually, whoa, look at how Reinaldo Cabral is going through the corners. He is very, very aggressive at the moment. Talking back at Zacharias, Zach is actually fighting to finish a race because he didn't finish the last two, and he's definitely and desperate for some points. We see here Reinaldo Cabral coming closer to Chiao Li. Reinaldo Cabral, who is, again, repeating my words, the most aggressive driver in the championship. He doesn't no, I'm sorry. He doesn't have, maybe he doesn't have brakes because he doesn't like to use them. During the qualifiers, Reinaldo also crashed and he didn't finish also the last two races. Even though he's actually very well positioned for someone, well, he's not, I just made a mistake. He's in the 19th position, so Zacharias in the second will definitely pass him, and if he doesn't finish, Poliana Vaz, who is finishing now the first lap, she's in the last position of the championship, and if she finishes this race, because she didn't finish the last two as well, for Poliana, it was mostly like she was caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, because she was always the victim of the circumstances and she crashed both because of that. So we see here Reinaldo Cabral being again, as always, very aggressive. She is coming closer and then he's trying the same strategy as Yolanta on the last race, trying to go through the outside, and look at him, he's going straight in the curve, and there is enough space at least for him to come back, because he would, oh, look at how he's stopping his car. He doesn't have brakes. If he does, he uses it very, very strongly. We see Vova now coming in close to Gustavo Alencar. Vova, who was the best driver in the first race, is now on a downward performance throughout the entire championship. Whoa, look at how, Reinaldo, what are you doing, Reinaldo? You're trying to pass by force. Chiao Li is not very fond of it and he tried to push Reinaldo to the side, but Reinaldo knew that he needs to finish this race, and well, he's a little bit less aggressive. Look at now, Poliana was coming closer to Reinaldo. Reinaldo was a little bit, okay, I'm scared, I really want to finish this race, so I'm gonna stop a little bit on the gas. Chiao Li finished his second lap. Look at the distance that Chiao opened over Reinaldo Cabral, and even though Reinaldo Cabral had, oh no, he didn't have a very fast lap, it was Poliana Vaz who was faster than Reinaldo, but because Reinaldo just had to stop there, use his brake, because otherwise he would stay in that bridge broken and not finish the race. Salomon Puma, as I was speaking, he's fighting for the first position of the championship with Kian Falun, who finished in first actually, and it's gonna be a very, very big challenge for him. We see now Poliana Vaz, we talked about her as well. Gustavo Alencar, we didn't talk about him. He's in the 14th position now. He is kind of fighting with Vladimir Agurtsov. Gustavo has 17 points, Vladimir has 21. And even though if Gustavo finished, he will not be able to catch Vladimir if Vladimir finished the race. And even the small number of points that they're gonna get, it's not gonna be enough for Gustavo to pass him. So they'll probably stay in the mid of the table without much changes. And what I'm looking for is Zacharias going upwards, and now Reinaldo trying the same strategy, but this time he didn't want to crash. Oh, look at this drone driver, it was very beautiful. I didn't know he did that actually. I actually forgot that we had the drone driver. It's been a while. So Salomon finished the third lap, Zacharias finished also the third lap. We have here Reinaldo already very close to Xiao Li again in the last lap. It was very distant, and look at how far the first four are from the last three drivers. Poliana Vaz finished again. Oh, Reinaldo Cabral again trying to go through the outside of the curve, and it wasn't good enough. Look at how Zacharias Galanoglu is passing, and we see there is some damage in Charlie's car, because I think Reinaldo was actually breaking the door over there or over the bridge. But anyway, Reinaldo Cabral is now driving alone. He's kind of, I need to finish this race. I think if I finish in fourth is better than not finishing, so I will accumulate some points and go up in the table. Reinaldo has only 8 points. He will come closer to Gustavo Alencar and the others in the middle, but he will not leave the bottom 8 drivers. The same as Zacharias. Even if he finished in second, it will be a lot of points for him because he has only 4 points, but he will probably stay at the top of the bottom 8, so he will go up to around 15th, 16th. But all of those drivers that are in those positions, they haven't yet raced, so I'm very curious to see. Probably Chimbai Dargan, who is in the very same situation as Zacharias. sorry, I'm getting sick again. So anyway, we saw already Salomon finished, Zacharias finished as well in second, Xiao just finished, Reinaldo Cabral also finished. They accumulated a little bit of points. We are seeing here, what's her name, Poliana, Gustavo finished as well. We had like 3 Brazilian drivers finishing very well with, I mean, finishing the race, because no one's finishing. Anyway, so this was the race today. Let's go through the analysis of what happened with them during this race and their final position. So let's continue now with the quick analysis of the table. So Salomon Pomo finishing first. He made 14 points. He's just tied with Kian Falun. So the next race will be the definition of who is gonna win this championship. Then Xiao Li finished in third. He accrued or got 9 points. So he stayed on the third position. Piotr Frolov is gonna race in the next race, so I'm not sure if Piotr will have enough, if he will finish well and be able to pass Xiao Li. I'm not so sure, so I think Xiao Li is pretty safe on the third position. Next is Zacharias Galanoglu. He finished in second. I'm talking about Zacharias down the table. He's currently in the 18th position. He managed to gain 11 points, so he jumped from 4 points to 15. It didn't help much, but he's at least not at the bottom anymore, and the only drivers, actually everyone that is under him is gonna race in the next race, so he is still under a lot of pressure here. Then let's continue with Reinaldo Cabral, who finished in fourth. Reinaldo needed this win. He made 8 points, so he gained 8 points. He's now with 16, and in the 16th position, and the same as Zacharias, he's still under threat because Juliana, Ayotund, and Nina Hill and Chimbai Dargan are under him, and Nina Hill is starting in the first position. So if she doesn't actually make any mistake like she's making in the past 2 races, she's starting in first and either not finishing like in Redwood or finishing last like in the big hill, in the big ring. So if she wins, she's gonna do a very big jump and probably even pass Gustavo Alencar up there on the 13th position, which is made just 4 points. Didn't help him much, only to get a little bit closer from Vladimir Agurtsov, who made 2 points, finally finishing the race and keeping his position at the 11th. So we didn't talk about Poliana Vaz, who only made 2 points. She's still under threat by Chimbai Dargan, and she's not gonna lose this position only if Chimbai Dargan is gonna stay in the last position, because he is starting in the last position as well in the next race. So let's jump now to our illustrious Ari Sorrentino, who made his prediction. Let's see how he did on them. Ari told us that Salomon would be the winner, and yes, ding 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 ding, it was right. In second, Ari mentioned would be Poliana, but no, Zacharias was the second. In third, Ari mentioned, bam! Oh, I'm forgetting about those noises. In third, Ari told us would be Reinaldo, but no, Chiao Li was the third. Bam! In fourth, Ari mentioned he wanted Chiao to be, but no, it was Reinaldo, so they just switched positions. Bam! Gustavo was Ari's prediction for the 5th position, and it was Poliana. Bam! Vladimir was the 6th. Ari told, I'm not even able to speak, I'm sorry. Ari mentioned would be Vladimir in the 6th position, but it was Gustavo. Bam! And in the last position, Ari thought would be Zacharias, but it was Vladimir. Bam! So overall, again, Ari managed to predict only one driver. Anyway, that's a good prediction, Ari. Thank you so much for your participation in this game. And yeah, because I think you have noticed already that I'm not even uploading very much, because it's a very, very big challenge to make those AI race properly. So the format isn't working for me isn't working well for me, because it takes too long to make sure that the AI work well, and I don't like it. I may try to use the scripts, but I'm not so much. So I want to make only the conclusion. So I know we still have the group 1 to go, but I'm talking about the next race now. I think the next race is going to be the last one, so we can conclude and see who is going to be the winner, because I am also very interested to see if Chiao Li or Salomon is going to be the best one. And then, because I noticed that this pilot was very cool and people liked it, watching it, and I just need to change the format a little bit. So I am thinking about creating a sort of rally where what would be the best driver would be the one that is the faster, and not based on the position, because overtaking isn't well developed within the game, and even though I tried to make it better, it just didn't work. So that's just quick news that I wanted to share with you guys before we finish this video, and I will talk about it as well with the next one, probably with the same words but not with the same with the same audio. I'm not going to reuse this one. Anyway, thank you for watching, and bye now. Oh, by the way, don't forget to do the subscribe, like, and all this stuff, because it helps more people to watch it, so we can talk more about it, because I like talking about it a lot. Anyway, bye now.